Hello to my channel Chinese Star. Today we will bring you the following hot and exciting news.
Shen Haonan's Yiying's Nian Nian Ru Huai, when the sweet little sunshine meets a broken little dog. Who could have imagined that the setting, supposedly a simmering husband-chasing crematorium, would be transformed into a mesmerizing sweet moment by Shen Haonan's Yiying. From the very first episode, this adorable duo's unstoppable chemistry has captivated viewers. Shen Haonan plays Lin Xiao, a radiant campus personality, passionately in love with Nian for years. Meanwhile, Yiying plays Nian, a distant character, exuding a sense of brokenness and a keep away from strangers. One takes the initiative, the other carefully conceals their feelings, a perfect clash of sweetness and sharpness. The plot is incredibly imaginative. The heroine successfully confesses her love at 18, only to find herself transported 6 years later, misunderstood by the world as a bad mother. Everyone distances herself from her, even her own children disown her. Only Lin Xiao remains, waiting, protecting, and believing in her. A crisscross of sweet and bittersweet moments, the film is filled with emotions. Every reunion, every glance back, is a heart-wrenching blow. Comments are flooding the screen with comments like, "This isn't sweet talk, this is a life-or-death relationship." And please, the nation, protect this couple. Love Like a Glory proves that when a young man meets a young woman, love can be both saccharine and heartbreakingly painful. This pairing is a lock. The 18-year-old heroine stumbles into the future 6 years later. Having just successfully confessed her love in her youth, she's suddenly decried as a scumbag who abandoned her husband and daughter. Her parents roll their eyes at her, her bestie avoids her, and even the little girl from kindergarten asks, "Who are you?" in a childish voice. But the male lead, Lin Xiao, played by Shen Haonan, refuses to believe in fate. Once he's set his sights on her, he'll protect her to the very end. He says, "You left me back then, don't even think about getting close to me now," but the next moment he throws his coat on her, carries her across the street, and secretly deletes the video of her being mocked. Yiying's character, Nian, isn't out to whitewash herself. She doesn't cry or make a scene, but instead, through her actions, she gradually repairs the 6 years she lost. She accompanies him on his youthful journey, quietly reconciling with his past self. They grow closer amidst misunderstandings and reunite in memories, leaving viewers on a roller coaster ride of sweetness and heartbreak, the more they sink in. Comments flooded the screen with comments like, "This pair is locked in." And Shen Haonan's eyes are so acting. Nian's glance brought me to tears. Nian Nian Ru Huai isn't just a time travel romance, it's a heartfelt confession of growth, forgiveness, and a new beginning. But Yiying insists on turning this melodramatic drama into a comedy. Her face is like an emoji generator. Her wide-eyed expression resembles a frightened deer, and her aggrieved "it wasn't me" is instantly disarming. But once she succeeds, her sly smile resembles a squirrel that's just found some candy, evoking both indignation and endearment. Even the most emotionally charged dialogue, when delivered by her, manages to bring out a touch of humor, making you laugh even as you cry. She's not the traditional naive, innocent type, but rather possesses a cleverness and a sense of contrast. Even in the most difficult situations, she manages to bounce back with humor. Audiences quit, where others play the crematorium, she plays the comedy, while others go for the tragic, she goes for the sweet. It's this contrast of knowingly melodramatic dramas yet still offering sweet moments that makes the show even more captivating. Shen Haonan's deep affection and her antics create a powerful tension. One is the impassive guardian, the other, the energy-driven queen, ready to go off at the slightest disagreement. They're a perfect duo of sweet drama talent and silly soul. Best of all, this girl has a natural knack for speaking her mind. Once she sets her sights on a target, she charges forward, unfazed by conventional wisdom. Chasing her husband is like playing a game, focusing her skills on direct delivery. Shen Haonan has humble puppy ingrained in her DNA. His shirt is perpetually wrinkled, his eyes perpetually dripping with a hint of brokenness. When pursued by the heroine, his ears turn red like ripe cherries, yet he maintains aloofness, saying "stop it" while obediently following behind her. His character, with his harsh words and soft heart, embodies the classic "I say I don't love you, that my actions say I do." When their emotions collide, one person rushes in with all-out passion, the other with a restrained, affectionate restraint. It's a perfect sweet double whammy. Watching their banter feels like a comedy, while watching them exchange glances feels like reading a novel of youthful regrets, a constant pluck of strings in my heart. The audience was laughing and crying at the same time. Shen Haonan's eyes are so good at acting. He doesn't say a word, but his face is filled with sadness. And Yiying's smile can instantly bring the mood back to a sweet spot. Nian Nian Ru Huai may be about love, but it also depicts the most touching feelings of youth, regret, longing, and starting over. The result? In the end, he obediently dressed himself up as a little fox and presented himself to the audience. The contrast was so cute that the audience screamed at the screen. The plot was clearly about making amends, but these two people played it like a daily bickering relationship. On one side is the tough-talking broken school hunk and on the other side is the straightforward rehabilitation fox. Their bickering alone can make for a famous scene in an episode. In the hands of this funny duo, all the affectionate gazes and tearful hugs are transformed into hair-pulling coquettishness and sneak kisses from behind confessions. The comments were unanimous. "Writer, please stop being so cruel. I can eat 3 bowls of rice just from their dialogue alone." Even the supporting characters were rooting for the couple, with teachers secretly trying to bring them together, and even kindergartners could see the sparks. Netizens jokingly remarked, "The whole world is helping, except for these two who are still trying to hold on." There were no heart-wrenching, heartbreaking scenes, only hilarious chase and escape banter, punctuated by all sorts of overly sweet physical contact. For example, during a game of hide-and-seek on the playground, Lin's Hixia would stubbornly yell, "Don't follow me," while walking slower than anyone else. When she caught up, he feigned composure and said, "How come you always find me?" The audience was so embarrassed for him that they rolled on the ground. Then there's the accidental fall in the laundry room, where one falls forward and the other back, creating a juggling act. The ambiguity between their eyes reaches a fever pitch, prompting comments like, "Director, you know what we're looking for." Add to that the occasional umbrella stand-in under a streetlight, the swooning in of someone in the hallway, and the flirtatious glances while applying medication late at night. This drama practically recycles every classic trope of sweet dramas, yet each scene is fresh and heart-pounding. Best of all, these moments never resort to forced pathos or sentimentality. Instead, beneath the guise of light comedy, there's a genuine and moving flow of emotion. As one audience member said, they didn't act out the bitterness of love, but they acted like it was real. Nian Nian Ru Huai isn't a reboot of a bittersweet love, but a second heartbeat that slowly grows closer amidst laughter. The greatest charm of Nian Nian Ru Huai lies not in its melodramatic plot twists, but in the freshness with which Shen Haonan's Yiying imbue every cliched moment. Even the tropes of confessions in the rain, accidental cohabitation, and misunderstandings and reunions, these tropes so overused by countless idol dramas, come alive in their hands, like authentic emotions freshly extracted from youth. Their chemistry doesn't feel contrived, but rather like a natural explosion of sugar particles in the air, passionate, clingy, and just the right amount of sweetness. Even their banter is tenderly measured, like a playful love exercise that draws the audience deeper and deeper. In this journey of time travel and reminiscence, the audience isn't just spectating love, they're reconnecting with the heart-thumping moments of their own youth amidst their laughter, anger, and banter. It's not the sheer captivating plot, but the way this duo brings every heart-thumping moment to life. They're not cliched characters, they truly make you believe, even if I missed you for 6 years, as long as you're still here, I'd love you again. Calling it a light comedy is an understatement. It's a truly healing saccharine machine. Watching it will lift your lips to your temples, leaving you feeling sweeter and more relaxed than drinking 10 cups of milk tea. Even if you're feeling down and immune to romance dramas, just one episode of Nian Nian Ru Huai will instantly fill you with sweetness and soothing healing from this contrasting couple. It's not some kind of industrial syrupy drama that forces a climax, but rather a gentle sweetness that seeps into your heart bit by bit. There's genuine affection hidden in the laughter, and care evident in the playfulness. It's sweet yet not cloying, heartwarming yet not vulgar, making it impossible not to watch episode after episode, laughing and exclaiming, "How can love be this good?" And Netizen summed it up well. To support this couple, you don't need to use your brain, just your heart. So, if you're looking for a relaxing drama lately, if you want to experience the feeling of being healed by love, then bravely watch Nian Nian Ru Huai. I guarantee you'll be drooling from the first episode, and you won't be able to stop.
Thank you for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe to our support channel.